of the things you should be very thankful of is the fact that I am maidenless, or I am single, I should really be saying. Wow, saying, and that was a terrible voice crack, wow, is saying maidenless nowadays just sounds weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it's single. So, because I'm single, that means the world is intact. Or at least I'm hoping it is intact, but either way. If I ever have a girlfriend, just know that the whole world is going to crumble apart. No matter how many times I go through different universes and multiple time frames, it always involves in me being single for the rest of my life. So if I ever get a girlfriend, just know that the whole world is entirely screwed. You're welcome. Now give me $500, cause you are watching this. Wait, hold on. Let me be one of those like terrible streamers. Because you're watching this, you deserve. You need to give me money. I need your money. Give me your wallet. Give me the credit card information in both your front and the back. I need to stop doing the fake laugh. Okay. Enough of this terrible intro. Back to what the fuck I'm doing. Medicine. Oh, hi. Hello, and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a complete overview of the medic skill tree. Did anyone ask for this? No, I just don't really care. I'm just doing this for the sake of keeping myself entertained and as well as from losing my mentality completely. But hello and welcome. The medic skill tree is, as the name suggests, focuses on being the harm-assist. I mean, it focuses on being the good helper of your team and as well as providing some bit of assistance and as well as making your medic bag significantly more better. So without wasting any more time, let's get through every single skill that it does and how effective they are, and as well as if it's any good on its own, and as well as if it's able to synergize with other skill trees. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it, starting off with the basic medic skill. The basic medic skill is solid, gives out 2 additional charges for your medic bag, and as well as a 20% additional bonus increase to your reviving speed, which is pretty good. The East version is fine. It's one of those skills where you don't really necessarily need it. You're only gonna get it if you have any sort of like spare points left, so it's nice. Getting free grit is good, but the only thing I sort of wish that this skill would do is refresh grit, but it does not do it, so whatever. Another thing that it also does is reduce the amount of damage you take while reviving a teammate by 40%, but considering the fact that how fast you're able to revive your teammates even with simply by having medic basic, it's not really going to be that much noticeable, but then again, having free grit is pretty nice. Next up we have on the list is Steady Hands. Steady Hands is pretty good. Additional healing not only for yourself and as well as for your teammates, and if more than one person has this, more additional healing. Another great skill. Next up we have is Extra Charges. Do I really need to say much? More charges for your medic bag, which is always generally pretty good. Code Blue, or Combat Medic, I should really be saying, is probably by far one of the best skills when it comes to solo gameplay because of how fast your team AI is able to get downed. Regardless of if you have any other skill, or even just by having these two skills together, Combat Medic and as well as Medic Basic, if you literally just have these two skills together, you're already doing more than enough, meaning that you're able to give not only yourself and as well as your teammate a shitloads of damage immunity for 5 seconds. Trust me, 5 seconds is a time that you should not really be messing around with because of 5 seconds feels too long in Payday 3. Like, it just generally feels a lot longer than usual. So, this is an amazing skill when you're playing on solo because your team AI will get knocked down very easily. And consider the fact that you can literally reset the timer just by literally like patiently waiting before the timer runs out is just absolutely phenomenal. And even when you do have it just by on normal gameplay, like with other players, it's still a good skill because it gives your patient enough time to get out of there. I could just already imagine, like, whenever you're reviving someone, I just think of our character just like whips out a huge pill of ibuprofen and literally just like drips all of the pills inside of the bottle inside the character's mouth or the patient's mouth. It's just like open up and just tosses the entire pill on their mouth and just forces them to swallow it like it's a forceful swallow, and they're already good to go. So yeah, Code Blue is fine. Get free rush and revive teammates faster, upwards to 50% of maximum reviving speed. Where does that 50% come from? Well, it comes from basic medic and as well as Code Blue coming in together. So yeah, they do stack together. It's a nice skill. You get free rush for whenever your teammate gets disabled by Cloaker or Zapper, and as well as whenever they get down by any means necessary. It's fine. It's not really that much big of a deal, but it's one of those skills where it's nice to have whenever you have a spare point. Triage is an amazing skill that it heals you for upwards of 45 additional health for each time you interact with a medic bag. but this does not include. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Triage in Steady Hands does not work with first aid kits. However, Triage does increase the interaction speed of medic bags and first aid kits by 50%, but the additional healing aspect that it gives out does not affect with the first aid kits whatsoever, so keep that one in mind. It's a really good skill. That's all I can pretty much say. Walking Pharmacy is a strange one because on paper it sounds really good. However, on certain heists where there's like a lot less armor repair kits and as well as a lot less first aid kits, take Fear and Greed and as well as Road Rage as an example, where there's a lot less, you're not really going to be finding much use of this because there's less ammo, there's less armor bags and as well as less first aid kits. So, but on heists that have a lot of them and as well as a lot of hostages like take Touch the Sky, Rock the Cradle, Dirty Ice and so on, then this skill is definitely going to come in hand. But it sort of really depends on your gameplay style. If you're someone that just plays normally and doesn't like use hostage skills and whatever, then Walking Pharmacy is not really going to be that much big of a use of a skill. Like, you're not really going to be using it that much. But if you're someone that uses a lot of hostage skills and as well as, you know, love to use one armor chunk kit bullshit, then yeah, the Walking Pharmacy can be extremely good because of how much armor repair kits you can have with every single hostage skill if you have it equipped. So it's a strange skill where on one hand it sounds amazing, but on the other it's not really going to be that much big of a use depending on your gameplay style. So yeah. The other skills that are like very good with on Medic is Transporter having deep pockets, and as well as the Fortitude one where it gives out 2 additional charges, I forgot the name of it, and as well as Health Siphon. If you're one of those teammates or one of those players that are able to keep their armor intact extremely well, then skills like Health Siphon is going to significantly help you a lot because sure, you dropped down some medic bags not only for yourself, but you dropped it for your teammates, and getting that free health from your teammates is pretty good, because there's been a lot of situations for me where I would normally lose an armor chunk or take a lot of damage, but because Health Siphon came in clutch, it prevented my armor from taking further damage. And deep pockets and the extra charges from Fortitude is naturally pretty nice. You get to throw another one for your teammate and have extra charges, yada yada yada, you get the gist of it. And yeah, how is the skill on its own, without having any other like synergize skill? It is generally really good. Extra reviving speed and plus damage immunity for your teammates, getting free grit and as well as free rush from your teammates getting downed or even reviving your teammate and so on and so on. It's a generally really good perk, or a good skill, pardon. And the thing is, even when you do only have skills that are focused around reviving your teammates, it's still an amazing skill. That 5-second damage immunity is not something you should really be messing around with, like I said. Even on solo gameplay, this skill is absolutely phenomenal. But let's get through the basic knowledge of the medic bag. The medic bag will always replenish 1 down of you. Back in the earlier days, a Walking Pharmacy used to be different where it would heal you for another additional 10% of your max health, and as well as refill an additional down, but they changed it, which is kind of weird, but I'm not going to question it, so either way. The medic bag is able to replenish 1 down, and as well as heal 50% of your health. So if you have more health, then you would heal for more value. So that's why a lot of people tend to rely on Fortitude, even if they don't grab like adrenaline focused skill. Just by having extra health, it basically means that you're going to heal a lot more. Keep in mind, you heal percentage wise, not like in a flat value. So it's pretty good. The skills that you can get, like a Triage and as well as Steady Hands, can be really good because it allows you to heal, if not full health, without having to, you know, grab another one. But then again, why would you grab another one when the medic bag heals you so much? Just simply go grab a first aid kit if you want to focus with building up your adrenaline, or use assassin for that matter. And that's pretty much it. In conclusion, Medic is an amazing skill. It's a 9 out of 10 skill, but why is it not a 10 out of 10? Well, that's simply because the tank skill exists. Armor bag is literally the superior equipment than the rest of them. Armor is literally king amongst the equipment. Medic bag is the second, but then again, that is depending on your build. If you're someone that uses Fortitude and as well as Assassin builds, then it's absolutely phenomenal. But if you're someone like me that just simply goes basic tank and tank all of the damage like a real man, then tank and as well as armor bags is a lot more better compared to just having a medic bag. And yes, medic bags are not superior than armor bags. Armor bags are. Fight me. Either way, I hope I gave out a simple overview of how the medic bag or even the medic skill tree works. It's just pretty much a simple build that focuses on reviving teammates and as well as making your medic bags significantly better. So yeah, there it is. It's an amazing skill. and I do highly suggest people using it. If you're just simply planning on like reviving your teammates and just don't want anything else, just simply grab Medic Basic and as well as Code Blue and as well as Combat Medic. But if you don't want the Combat Medic, or pardon me, Code Blue, you can get rid of it. But if you have any sort of like spare points, then I highly suggest grabbing like I said, Combat Medic and as well as just basic Medic skill. That's it. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. And, of course, if you want, you can grab Walking Pharmacy if you're planning on using hostage skills, and grab Health Siphon if you're planning on just, like, healing your teammates a lot more than yourself, and yada yada yada, you get the gist of it. In short, just grab Medic Basic and as well as Combat Medic if you're planning on simply reviving your teammates, and if you have spare points, grab Medic Ace and as well as, or grab Combat, or Code Blue, pardon. But if you're planning on grabbing a lot of medic bag skills that focuses on, like, say, Triage and Steady Hands and so on, then I highly suggest grabbing Fortitude Ace, and as well as the one where it increases your health depending on how many downs you have, and as well as Health Siphon, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can offer. I hope this video taught you well on how medic skill work, but let's be honest, this thing is so bare bones and very simple and effective that I don't think anyone needs to learn this. And if you need someone to explain this how any of this works, then I'm going to ask you to give me your brain just so I can operate it and probably sell it online. So now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go and drug myself with nothing but medicine because they taste good and make me feel funny. So goodbye, have a nice day, treat each other with respect, and I will see each and every one of you next time. Take care of each other, treat each other with respect, and I will see each and every one of you the next time. Bye bye. Why did I even sound like that? What is it wrong with me? I could actually do ASMR now that I think about it, but I don't think anyone would want that, would they? Like, just imagine. Hold on, let me...
Wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the balkan air.